Welcome, Geminis. This is your June 29th to July 5th forecast. And for you, what's going to be highlighted this week is going to be love and relationships. So we are going to delve into that a little bit, get you some clarity and some messages. And as always, if that is not something of interest to you, keep watching because you can apply this situation, the guidance, to any areas of your life that it fits and resonates. And there also just maybe some other messages here for you that you do connect with. So we see your focus here being strength, being you stepping more into your power. You could also have a focus on family, so you may be vacationing with the family, you may be spending more time with the family, you may have decided that, okay, we're definitely going to get in some self-care practices, or just have a good time and relax, especially since this may be a holiday week for many of you. You may have decided that you do want to spend time with the family, you want to just enjoy yourself and relax. And you could still be going on vacation here, some of you, but I still feel like you are looking to just have a good time and to be creative and to play and to really, again, just enjoy yourself this week. So let's look at, what else do we want to look at? Any challenges here that are coming up? Okay. So there may also be ways that you're receiving messages and you may not be as open to those messages. Okay, what else? Yeah, so there's some clarity coming through, and there's a light being shown on some areas where they've either been neglected or they're being ignored, and it's very clear here that the light is there. Clarity will come to you, or it's there. And it's totally up to you on what choice you make. And some of you may even be deciding that you don't want to make a choice. You don't want to think about it at this time. And, there is no wrong choice. It's totally up to you. But that is what we're seeing here. And you knowing and trusting in your divine guidance here is what's going to help you sort of get out of this space of where you feel unsure. You're not really certain about your path or what you want to do here. So that can be of service to you, connecting more deeply within. So what else do we have? We do have an older woman here, so it could actually be an older woman or just someone that does have more feminine qualities or aspects that may be in the way here. So there could be like a motherly figure or some other figure that is impacting your ability to have that fulfillment and to get that rest and relaxation. And also here, the unicorn. Yeah, you're absolutely being guided to utilize your intuition. It's right here coming out, so that's confirmation. And we always promote that anyway, but that is that confirmation for you that the answer lies within you. What you're deciding between, how you want to proceed, the direction, the path you want to go in, you have the answer for that. And by using your intuition and connecting deeply with your higher self and source, what that is. So if you need to take time to meditate on it, to journal on it, whatever other self-care practices you utilize to help you evaluate choices and make decisions, you're being guided to do that here, because it is all about what's within you and you deciding what is best for you here. So let's see, underlying fears here. We do have the Page of Pearls, so that's the Page of Cups. So it could be just you wanting and desiring to feel a certain way in love and to be loved a certain way, to have your relationship be a certain way. And there are just there's resistance in some form here. So it could be from another energy that's just always in between things, or it could be your own fears, your own doubts, your own expectations and requirements here getting in the way, or it could be communication that you receive or something that's going on. Again, more clarity coming towards you about those situations and circumstances, or it could be from your partner just bringing you some clarity and being truthful about particular things or circumstances or situations, or just how they're feeling in general. So what else do we have? So there could definitely be a little bit of temptation here. So for some of you, this is clearly about like other parties being involved, and there needing to be decisions made or choices made about, are you going to continue with that, or are you going to just focus on one particular person or in one particular area? And there is no wrong choice. We all have free will, and there's no judgments here, but there is some sort of temptation or distractions that are in coming up as fears here for you. So could be you, could be your partner, it could be you fearing that that's what's going on without really having that clarity or understanding. So it could be that, it could be something else here, but there's definitely some distractions. And I'm being pointed to this individual here. So again, it could be a motherly figure, it could be someone that has a lot of importance, a coach, a mentor, a parent, a family member. But yeah, there's and also they're not letting me finish without saying, like, yeah, it could absolutely be like a third party as well. For some of you, this could be about work as well. So it could be something that's not necessarily a person, but that's just getting in the way, like finances, or just someone working too much, or that being a priority. Could also be children as well. But we do just distractions come up here as fears. So in some way that is impacting your ability to progress, your ability to strengthen your relationship with your partner in some way. And the exact way it works out is going to be different, since this is a collective reading, so only take what resonates with you. So I'm also hearing that it could be, and we did speak very briefly on vices, but it could be like some other things that you are allowing to get in the way that aren't helpful to you. So in particular, this could be like smoking too much, drinking too much, just not being healthy in the sense of like being able to do things you need to do throughout the day, at least being at that level. So there may be some issues with you getting there that are brought on by the self. We'll say it that way. Then we also have the 9 of Cups here. All right, so there may also be difficulty with emotions and managing your emotions, handling your emotions, or just things that are happening that are creating emotional turmoil here. Okay, or it could be you figuring out like what all this means, like wanting to start over, start brand new chapters, walk through a new portal, and just there being a little bit of resistance there with that for whatever reason, and coming from whatever parties or both, that is creating that sort of emotional instability, or just making it more difficult to manage the emotions at this time. So let's look at your beliefs, goals here. So yeah, happiness, fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, fulfillment in your relationships, spiritual fulfillment, like it's all here, what you're desiring and what you're wanting. And also it's so important for you to keep the hope and keep the faith here as well, because that is showing up here as an area of focus for you. So I do trust that many of you are here because this is what you're truly desiring, and that is that fulfillment in your relationships. So we also have the 6 of Pentacles here. So some of you may also be supporting or providing some sort of security to your partner, to your mate. You may be desiring that as well. And you may be working toward that. So it could be from a financial perspective, or it could be from an emotional perspective, or both. Okay. So let's look at your approach here. Okay. Hope and faith, it came out here. We also are throwing in a little good luck there. Your strength, your bravery, your courage, your supportiveness toward this journey that you're on together, and making things better and feeling more fulfilled along the way is what you're desiring here. What else? Okay, so we have the Four of Swords here, and you may very clearly, and we talked about this, so it is coming up here again, just be needing rest, needing to replenish your cup, needing to refill your cup, needing to relax, needing to connect with your higher self, with source, needing to be in that God state, that source energy, and that is you. And you deciding that, like, yeah, that's going to be beneficial to me this week, to just be in peace. And even if it's like taking those moments where you're just doing the breath work, even that is beneficial to you than not doing it at all. What else? We have the Hangman, so we definitely have that rest and relaxation and restoration happening here, as far as what I feel like you're going to actually do this week. So that is awesome. That is amazing. And then let's see what's in sort of your external environment here. Yes, the letting go. So it could also be that your partner or your children or whoever this is that you are around in your environment is also going to be wanting to just relax and replenish and enjoy and be creative and have fun. So that's wonderful. So that is awesome news if you are planning a vacation or you're planning time with the family or with your partner this week. So they're on board, they're all for it, and they're wanting that enjoyment and that fun. So let's look at guidance here. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords here. So you really just going after what's important to you and doing this in a way that benefits the entire family is what I'm hearing, or benefits you and your partner or whoever is just in your energy at this time. So if you don't have a partner, this is about you doing what feels good to you. If you do have a partner and you have children or you have a family, then this is about you finding things that you can all do together to enjoy and relax and just have a good time. So that keeps coming up here as a theme. So that is a very message here to get some rest, get some relaxation, and enjoy yourself. Very clear messages here. So what else do we have? We have romance. Wonderful, wonderful. So it is here if that is what you're desiring. And even if you are in a partnership with someone or in a relationship, ensure that you're bringing that up to the forefront, allowing that to surface, finding those times where you can have those romantic moments or that time together, creating harmony. Okay, so this is all coming towards you. These are what you can work towards. These are outcomes for you. So that's wonderful to see. So I feel like this is going to be like very replenishing for you. So like I said, whatever this is, either vacation or time off, is going to be so beneficial to you. We also have the law of gender coming up here. And to me, this is a message about really balancing those divine masculine and feminine qualities. And there may be opportunities for you to do that within your relationship, even as you're evaluating choices and decisions and options, and as you're working through any communications that come your way, anything that is happening, anything that is challenging you. Apply both of those characteristics and create that balance. So you're thinking about it from a place of understanding, of compassion, of empathy, of forgiveness, but you're also being direct and clear about the things that you need, and you are willing to come to the table and talk about things, and you will bring it up and discuss it and talk about it, and you are willing to come from a place of truth and knowledge and understanding. Okay. So let's see, what else do we have here? Where do I want to go? Let's go get some more oracles here. Okay, so we do have Pisces energy coming in. Wonderful. So this is giving us more examples of that energy that you can subscribe to, as far as being passionate, being creative, using your intuition, thinking of just using your imagination on ways that you can evaluate options and bring options to the forefront, allow them to materialize, evaluate them, research them, visualize them as they're coming to you. What would that look like? How would that feel? How would everyone be helped by that? How could that move us forward? Yeah, use that imagination. Also call on your spirituality, because that, again, is an area of focus for us, as well as love. So connecting more deeply there will help you and assist you to work through other things in the 3D environment, such as love. We also have romance here, showing up multiple places, being loyal, being supportive, being flexible, and being adaptive as well. So calling on those energies of, I hate to say compromise, because that kind of has a negative connotation to it, because it's like you're losing something as a part of that process. But this is, how do I say, win-win solutions for all. So really coming to the table and thinking of those types of ideas and solutions, and working through that with your partner, and ensuring that each side is benefiting and getting what it is that they're desiring. Okay, so what outcomes do we have here? We have the 7 of Wands. So we do see you fighting hard for this. This is a desire of yours. It's important to you. Okay? See you fighting for that. What else? Also putting in that inspired effort and allowing yourself to open up new chapters. Step through a new portal. And as you're having these discussions and you're working through things and you're making agreements as far as how this is what our relationship will be, this is how we're going to love and support each other, this is how we're going to show up for each other. Letting go of the past. Because if you decide this is how you're going to show up and support each other, then you cannot bring up old examples of the past of when that didn't happen and occur, because you made that agreement to let those things go and to open up a new chapter and to allow a new cycle, a new beginning to start. Okay? So this is you really stepping into that space of, okay, we're trying this and we're doing this. And that doesn't mean everything's going to be perfect. That doesn't mean that you aren't going to have a mishap here or there. Doesn't mean that there aren't going to be lessons. But it is setting you up to be more aligned with your authentic self and who you are and what you came here to do and the life that you want to have. And the relationships that you want to have as well. So we have the 4 of Wands here. I love it. I love it. I love it, because that is what we were talking about as far as opening up new chapters, walking into new portals, new timelines, higher levels of ascension, of enlightenment, where things are happening more easily and you're processing things from a higher perspective, and you're being objective about things, and as things are coming to you, you're working through them, you're finding win-win solutions for all, and things aren't as difficult as they have previously been, because you're operating on a higher frequency. So we also have the 5 of Spheres here as well. Okay, so yeah, that is just that confirmation of like new journeys, new portals that are opening. They'll lead you to success, but it is a journey. And there are still lessons that you're learning as a part of that process. So I am not by any means, and I feel like sometimes I romanticize it a little too much to say of like, yeah, open a new chapter, new portal, it's whatever you want it to be. Yes, absolutely. However, there is still the need for you to be operating on that higher frequency and that higher vibration for those things to come your way. And in the meantime, stay in the present moment and let go of what is not for you and learn those lessons that you designed for yourself to learn as you're going on this journey. So it's still a journey. You're still learning. You're still growing. You're still having contrast and challenges coming your way. But again, they're going to be not as bad. So it's like the path of least resistance, the path where it doesn't seem to affect you that deeply because you're just on that higher frequency. Okay? So hopefully I'm explaining that the way that it makes sense to everyone. And we have new beginnings here, new opportunities. If any of you are concerned about the financial component perspective, that's something that you're working through here. There is opportunity here for you to connect on a higher frequency with more financial wealth. So that could be in the form of you deciding to pursue a particular gift or talent that is going to allow for you to be more financially free. That could be you looking or accepting a higher paying job or opportunities where it will lead to more opportunities, more money, greater successes. Okay, so this is really opening that treasure chest up of abundance in all forms. So it's not just about money. It's about opportunity. It's about ideas. It's about inspiration. It's about creativity. So all of that abundance can flow to you. We typically think of it in terms as monetary, but it's not. It can be, but it's not. That's not all it's about. You're missing so much if you don't truly see how abundant you are in all areas. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have here? So we have conflict and defeat, and what else? So interesting, we have triumph. That is so wonderful. I'm going to leave this right here because this is really the choice between how you view things and your perspective of the situations and circumstances that come your way. So you can allow it to do this to you, or you can allow yourself to come out on top, to come out wiser, to come out more knowledgeable, more intelligent, and more aware of what's going on around you and the lessons that you learned from that, and you're utilizing those lessons and things that you learned to make choices. Okay? All right, Gemini, so those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.